Uh, Joe, remember how I said I wanted to start a podcast, right? Start a new show. Maybe we could record one today.
Yeah, yeah, you ask me that all the time, yeah.
I um, I think I changed my mind.
What?
I think I think I changed my mind. I don't think I want to do this anymore.
What do you mean? I put a shirt on for this.
And I appreciate that, but I don't know. The whole podcast thing and just talking, I don't know. I say we just pack it in, call it a day, call it a podcast.
Well,
I'm ready to.
hang on. I delayed my Uber Eats order for this, man. We have to do this, Alex.
I mean, have to is strong, right? But I guess we're already here, right?
Yeah, we're already here. Let's do this, man. Let's give the people
Ah.
what they want.
All right, let's do a fucking podcast, I guess. Joe, welcome to the very first episode of our new ridiculous show that no one's going to listen to. Two more white guys creating a podcast. Exactly what the internet needed. We are filming the very first episode of our show on Tuesday, November 5th. Definitely not an important day at all. Definitely not distracting ourselves from any other potentially disastrous world events.
No, not at all. Not at all. Oh, God. I will say, though, Alex, they gave me baked goods at the place that we're referring to. So I can't be that
baked
upset.
goods, like as
Yeah,
in
they had like little oatmeal cookies and like fucking chocolate chip cookies and like little bags of stuff that I have no idea what it was, but I ate it anyhow. So I'm just saying, for those fucking suckers, man, that voted early, guess what? You didn't get any baked goods, man. I
damn,
did.
dude. You got
Who's
some
the
fucking
winner?
oatmeal cookies laced with fentanyl. You got laced cookies at the voting place. You didn't even go to like an actual polling place. You were like in an alley somewhere. It was like just some guy pointed at a dumpster, like, yeah, just slide in there. Go ahead and pull the fucking. You go
Pull
in there,
the
you're like,
lever.
this lever feels weird. It's a fucking glory hole. Yeah,
Dude, that'd be a great
you just
glory
stick your
hole.
hand in there and jerk it around a little.
Holy fuck, what did I do this morning? Dude, I woke up extra early at fucking 11 a.m. to go vote.
Goddamn, 4 in the morning.
Right.
It's like kind of dark still. You're in some weird back alley. It's like the downstairs of an abandoned McDonald's. Yeah,
God,
just
that would
step
be
into the
great.
play place and just fucking just cast your vote for Al Gore or whatever. They haven't seen sunlight since 2000.
I'm just saying, if they offered me food, like, there's not much I wouldn't do.
I feel like you are easily like, remember when we were kids and our parents would be like, if a stranger offers you candy, you don't go with them. You don't get. You would have been so easy to kidnap.
All you have to do is fucking offer me a chicken cutlet.
Dude, if
and
they
I'm
just
like,
shook
yeah,
a bag
let's
of M&Ms, you would have like. You would have been so. Are you fucking kidding?
Oh, dude, I love food. I'm so hungry. And for those of you that don't know, we were going to record earlier, but I decided to eat a second and third lunch in the time that we were going to record after eating lunch with my dad earlier today. And I got to be honest with you, I'm still kind of hungry.
Joe has had more meals in the last 2 hours than most people have in a day.
You got to fuel your body. What can you say? You got to have a lot of energy to, do your stuff, man. I got to return a package at Walmart later, so I need the energy.
You got to have a ton of energy to podcast. Just sit still and talk into a microphone.
I fucking said to myself that I'd never start a fucking podcast. And here the fuck I am.
I love the idea of like taking a bunch of like pre-workout and a line of Coke, just a podcast.
That's my life, minus the fucking cocaine.
Well,
those were
Well,
now,
I've never tried it. I'll be completely honest. I've never tried it. Is it fun? Is it fun? Should I look into it?
Well, as a recovering drug addict who hasn't done cocaine in 4 years,
4 hours.
I gotta tell you, I don't even want to say this on the internet, but I'm gonna fucking say it anyways. It was the greatest fucking thing ever. Hang on, I have to say this. When you find the drug that matches your fucking personality, you're fucking, just consider yourself fucking dead. Just
shit.
fucking write your will now, because cocaine was absolutely that for me. So I knew I had a problem. I don't do drugs anymore, folks. I drink Mountain Dew and eat food.
I would argue that Mountain Dew is worse for you than cocaine. I would honestly, like, if you
clip it.
if you told me that you quit Mountain Dew and started cocaine, I'd be like, good for you. I'm proud of you. Jesus Christ, man.
Here's the thing, man. Like, I gotta have some vice, so Mountain Dew is
Yeah.
that. Dude, I was so tired last night before I went to bed. The fucking first thing I did to put myself to sleep was drink a fucking can of Mountain Dew. And I thought to myself, I have a problem.
Instead of like warm milk, it's just like it's lukewarm Mountain Dew. It's Mountain Dew that's like been in the sun.
It wasn't even in the refrigerator. It was in a fucking the 12 can box next to my bed. I swear to God.
You got a hidden bedroom stash.
Well, I have my mini fridge next to my bed with all my food and shit in there for midnight snacks, but I didn't have any room in there for the soda, so I just have it on the side of it.
You know the classic like recovering alcoholics and stuff. They'll hide vodka in water bottles and shit like that, like to try to sneak it
Yep.
around their family. Like that's you with Mountain Dew. Like you just like you find creative ways to sneak Mountain Dew. You got like one of those the big baseball hats with like two beer cans on either side.
Dude, I was at a restaurant 2 days ago and they didn't have Mountain Dew. I was so mad they didn't have Mountain Dew. I didn't get a drink just to spite them. And I thought to myself, what the fuck is wrong with me?
Like you bought it, like that's okay. I'll bypass the drink, and then you bought like the driest food in the world. You just ordered like yeah, like no drink, please. I'll take the hummus.
Ew. Well, that is an introduction to our personality. Alex, why don't you tell the people at home what the fuck we're doing today?
Well, so Joe and I wanted to do a show, and neither of us were smart enough or creative enough to come up with a real theme or idea or running bit for the
True.
show. So this show is called A Random Question, and every day we're going to give each other, not every day, I hope we don't do this every day, every show,
Same.
every time,
Yep.
we're going to give each other a random question. We're just going to ask each other questions and come up with funny answers. I hope. Maybe they're introspective. Maybe they're interesting. Maybe they're really intelligent. Maybe we're both a lot smarter than we realized.
Are they supposed to be funny? Because I don't think I can be funny right now. I'm on an empty stomach.
My question is more about like ancient philosophical ideas. I was hoping we could go off a really like introspective, really deep ethical. No, they're mostly shit posty on my end, but I'm kind of curious to see what yours is.
You're not going to be surprised on mine. So, Alex, why don't you go first? I'm very curious as to what your answer is going to, or your question is going to be.
All right, I'll start. And as I mentioned, we're filming on Election Day 2024. It seemed fitting to come up with some sort of presidential question. So, Joe, I'm curious if you were to become president, if they just handed you the Oval Office one day and said to you, Joe, what is a random law? Not like anything, I don't care about like taxes or immigration or abortion, nothing serious. Like what is a random, completely ridiculous like law that you would put into place that you're interested in personally?
There's the shitpost answer, and then there's the fucking real answer. The shitpost answer is put fucking soda back in vending machines in the high school. That was stupid. That was the worst fucking 4 years of my life.
God damn it,
Couldn't get a
Michelle
fucking Mountain
Obama.
Dew. Yeah, what the fuck was that? I'm eating fucking pizza at 11 a.m. and I gotta drink a fucking iced tea? Fuck you. Good God.
Here I am at 9 years old with a fucking 30% body fat. I was a fat kid, dude. I was the fat German kid from The Simpsons. That's what I looked like when I was young. And she comes in and oh no, we're gonna make salads and bananas. And here I am with fucking I wanted my French bread pizza. I wanted my goddamn microwaved bullshit. I do find I know this is just kind of like a Twitter running bullshit meme, but like the idea, the way that they structured the whole day when it came to public school, right? But the fact that we were eating like lunch at like 10:30 in the morning and it was always like nasty shit.
You know, I never bought food in school, right? And I had discussed this on a previous podcast that I was on, where my mom, no joke, from kindergarten until I graduated college, Alex, no joke, and even into my adulthood when I still lived at home, if I had to go to work, she packed my lunch, right? So I never once bought food ever. So the only fucking reason I know what it tastes like is like eating the fucking leftovers that my friends wouldn't eat, right? Like eating the fucking scraps. Like, oh, you're not gonna finish that pizza? Give it. You know what I'm saying? So I have no idea what that what the pizza tasted like, or like I vaguely remember they had like pasta some days, right? if I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah.
mistaken.
They had
They had
everything.
they had like hamburgers and like little chicken sandwiches and
Yeah,
shit.
man.
Now, the only thing I did eat was the fucking bagels, right? They had the bagels in the morning. You can go get bagels and you put it through this like fucking machine. It's like a roller coaster bagel machine. And you watch the bagel go on the conveyor belt. That was cool as fuck. It was sick, right? So like I don't know what the fuck you peasants ate, right? Like I had salami, chicken cutlet, fucking leftover macaroni, you know what I'm saying? Like in the mason jar. I got made fun of, but who's the fucking sucker, right? You guys are the fucking suckers. I never ate that shit. So I don't know how healthy or not it was, but I can't imagine it was fucking healthy, right?
It wasn't. No, no, no. There was nothing healthy about it. The whole thing was like, hey, here's a disgusting sandwich, a carton of chocolate milk, and then it was like at the end of the line, you had to pick between like a banana or an apple, and everybody would
Yeah,
just throw.
bullshit.
When I was in high school, they would give out these. Remember the little like plastic fruit cups they would give out?
Yeah, with like the assortment of fruits in there.
Any day that those were out, every like my group of friends that I would eat lunch with, we would all take one, and then we would fucking throw them across the cafeteria because they had that flimsy little plastic lid on them. So when they hit the floor or a table, they like blew up everywhere.
Oh my
There
god.
was a table. We would sit like in one corner of the cafeteria, and in the other corner was a couple of guys like a grade or two above us that we just didn't like. They were fucking dickheads. And so we would take the fruit cups and we would try to land it at the center of their table. And it would try to be like we would try to ricochet and hit everybody at the table.
It's like a fucking grenade.
Dude, we used to throw so this is gonna make me sound like such an asshole, which I was when I was 14. But we would take like anything that would make a mess and we would chuck it. And we were always throwing food at people and shit. And one time we had a friend peel an orange and then chuck an unpeeled orange. And it hit this girl like in the neck and the side of the face. And then she screamed and like got up and sprinted out of the cafeteria. And then all of her friends got up and followed her out. And we're all sitting at our table like that was an odd reaction, right? So we go up and talk to one of her friends. She had a citrus allergy. So she took an orange to the face and she's like apparently allergic to citrus fruits and like had to go home. And it was like, yeah, it was bad.
Oh my fucking god. Now listen, I'm afraid of fruits too. Fruits scare me, right?
Average
But
Republican voter. I'm fucking scared of fruits. Keep them away from
you
me.
fucking hit a goddamn girl with a fucking orange
I
in
know
the
I didn't throw it.
neck.
I didn't throw it. That wasn't
That's
me.
the story you got to keep telling
Oh
yourself.
yeah.
Now, see, we went to the same high school, right? But I was way older than you. So
Yeah, you're 45.
I'm fucking
I'm
45.
19. I just
Right?
graduated community college.
Exactly. So I don't know what life was like way back then when you went to school, but lunch was the fucking shit. I had like 3 fucking lunch periods in a row because I had like a study hall. And when you were an upperclassman, you can go to like the commons area and fucking hang out in the cafeteria, and then a lunch period, and then like another free period. So for years in high school, I'm just fucking around in the cafeteria. And you'd think I'd like there were some kids who brought TVs and like their GameCube and shit to play like Super Smash Bros, playing cards. I'm fucking eating lunch 3 times in a row, dude. Like I got fucking 3, 4, 5 sandwiches in my backpack ready to fucking be squandered in throughout the day. And I'm just eating all day long. And as I'm explaining this, I realize I didn't answer your question at all. Okay.
No, you said you'd want to put soda back in the vending machines in high
I
school.
did. You're right. You're fucking right. Yeah, I'm sick of these health
You
nuts.
want to give more underage people a crippling Mountain Dew addiction.
No, it's not, dude. Mountain Dew is horrible for
It's
you.
terrible. Let's put it back in the vending machines for 15-year-olds.
I'm not saying Mountain Dew. I'm just saying ginger ale, orange soda, Dr. Pepper. I know
RC
there's like a,
Cola.
yeah, RC. It's an RC cola machine. You
What
know what I'm saying?
what used to be Sierra Mist?
Yeah. What even is that
That's
now?
called Starry. It tastes exactly the fucking same.
Do they still have 7 Up?
7 Up is still around. Yeah, yeah.
That was cool, man. That was fucking cool.
Apparently Sierra Mist, the reason they rebranded to a new thing was because there was a girl on like on social media whose name was Sierra Mist. And so she had all of like Instagram, TikTok, she had all of the handles for Sierra Mist, and then wouldn't like they kept offering to buy it from her and she wouldn't sell it. So
What do you mean you wouldn't sell
that's
it?
why they rebranded. Is because they couldn't get the social media handles for Sierra Mist.
Dude, if someone offered me a McChicken to slap myself in the face, I'd fucking do it for half the McChicken. Are you serious?
So I have a unique enough name that I've never had to worry about like Instagram handles and stuff.
It's true.
The first Instagram account I made, I was in like ninth grade. I made it. It's Elex Caro. And then I like got locked out of it or something. I don't know. I don't remember what happened. But then I made a new Instagram, which is the one that I have now. So the active account that I have now, I can't get Elex Caro because I made an old one that I never used.
What even is it now?
Alex M Caro.
Oh, okay, okay.
So like I remember going like one weekend, I reported that old account probably 50 times and I kept reporting it for impersonating me, hoping that I could like get the account deactivated. It didn't work.
Yeah, so that's similar to me on X, the artist formerly known as Twitter. Is way back in 2012, I started the official Joey C like name, and I couldn't get official Joey C on Twitter, like the at official Joey C, because some fucking dude had it, and it's been inactive for the last fucking decade.
Damn.
And I swear to God, every fucking like month or so, I'll go through and report it. I've been doing this for fucking 10 years. I can't get it. So now I'm official Joey C underscore on X. And it's like, this motherfucker doesn't even tweet. If he tweets, I understand, right? He's not tweeting. He's not even fucking active. I want that fucking handle, right? It's fucking bullshit.
Can I tell you what my answer is for obscure presidential law that I would put in place?
Yes.
I would get rid of billboards. I would eliminate and ban billboards.
Wait a second. You fucking texted us in this
Oh yeah,
fucking
yeah. No,
group
I
chat.
talked about this recently. I fucking hate billboards, dude.
fucking, dude, I just got to give this preface, right? So in our group chat, Alex just randomly fucking texts how much he hates billboards. And we're all like,
Okay.
okay, why? So, Alex, give your explanation here.
So my dad for like a year or two worked as he would like climb up and take down the old sign and put up the new one on billboards. And he described it to me as like I came home from work every day and felt like I just did 8 hours of littering. And so like through like that, I thought that was like a very interesting perspective. And so that's like the only way I see billboards now is just it's just garbage. And like so I live in Chicago and I love driving like I-90 into the city and seeing like the skyline and it's a beautiful city. But then there's a goddamn like Mercedes billboard in the way, or I look over to my left and it's a billboard for like a local bank, or it's like it's they're just the ugliest fucking things. Or I hate going on like a road trip and I try to look out at the beautiful scenery of the road trip and I get a Budweiser one. Or like it's they billboards. Here's something I just thought of and I hope it sounds smart. Billboards were the original pop-up ads. Quote me on that. Book it. Yeah, I just said
Oh
it.
my God.
They're the original pop-up ad.
It's true.
They're fucking I
My
hate them,
favorite
dude.
is like I've never looked at a fucking billboard for like a fucking credit union and thought to myself, boy, I need a good credit union. Let's follow the directions in little fucking font on the billboard. Like 3 miles past exit 4. How long is 3 miles?
You get the one for like Chippy's Diner, like come off at exit 36 and make a left. And I've never once made that left. I don't fucking care. I'm not stopping at some bullshit diner in fucking Pennsylvania. Eat shit. Like for me, like if I were the president, my first, like, you know, they're like your first 100 days plan or whatever. I'm not shitting you. I would do the little inauguration thing and then I'd go straight and do an executive order that just like tear them all down and ban them forever. I don't fucking want them. And I would do the whole I'm just bitching and complaining right now. I would do the whole politician thing Like I'm at some like town hall for undecided voters in fucking Wyoming or whatever. I don't know, some idiots. And you get up on stage and you do the whole America's such a beautiful country. We're the most beautiful country on the planet, and we don't want it. We don't want our view of our beautiful nation altered and skewed by. I would do the whole thing. I would sell it wicked hard. But yeah, and I'd get rid of billboards. I fucking hate looking at billboards. I hate seeing them. You know, the other one I hate too are billboards that you could tell like nobody buys anymore. Like they don't have the money to keep. So it's like a Verizon ad from 2004 and it's
Yep.
all like wind and sunburnt and it's just fucking garbage and you can tell nobody's going to replace it ever. There's like a nest of crows up in it.
I see those all the time, dude. The sun faded ones fucking kill me. I'm like, dude, just fucking knock it down,
Dude, that's what I'm
dude.
saying. You're driving, you're going on a little road trip. You're like, was that a Blockbuster billboard? What the hell was
Little do
that?
we know, it's like a fucking lucrative business opportunity. Like you own, like people who own like electric billboards that cycle through fucking advertisements. They're probably making like 700 a piece of those fucking advertisements every fucking week. Meanwhile, that's the fucking secret to like untold riches is owning a fucking billboard.
I've thought about they're not super expensive. I've thought about just like trying to find a funny shit posty one and see if I could get it up somewhere. Or like
Oh
even
my
an
god.
even funnier one would be like a bus bench, like those ones where they always put like the lawyer ads.
Oh, dude. That's a fucking great idea. I'm gonna put one with my fucking YouTube
Let's
on
let's promote this podcast on bus benches. So like
it.
somewhere you live in New York, I live in Chicago. Let's do it in like I don't know, Missouri. Just somewhere awful where like the price is probably going to be quite a bit cheaper. We just do them in fucking like New Hampshire.
That's a fucking great idea. I
What is our
think that's
biggest what's the shittiest armpit of the country? That's where our bus ads are going to go.
the armpit of the
What is our
country.
shittiest like or like what's it called like the armpit equivalent like between like your thigh and your nuts like what is
Oh, like your fucking gooch and shit, like between your sack and your hole?
what's our country's gooch is that Arkansas is that fucking
Fuck, that's a great fucking question for an
or yeah
episode.
what is the gooch of America.
I wanna say Kansas, but I'm sure the people of Kansas are fucking nice.
Well, I think it's not even one state. It's just that kind of southern, like just that whole region, you know, like kind of from like Kentucky all the way over to like Missouri, just that whole
All the
little like
states that were involved in the
yeah,
Confederacy.
exactly.
Can fuck
We
themselves.
just upset like a quarter of a million people.
Yeah.
We just oh no, we pissed off the fucking corn farmers. Oh well.
Yeah, the corn farmer won't even know how to fucking turn on his TV to fucking watch this. Alex, that was a good question.
Thank you. I appreciate
That
that.
was that was a very good question. That is well thought out, really. Now, mine is just fucking stupid. Are you ready for
Oh, what's your name? What
it?
color is the
Alex,
sky?
why do breakfast foods have to be breakfast foods? Why can't they just be any
They
food?
don't. I'm so glad you asked this.
Thank
I'm so
you.
passionate about this. I fucking love breakfast foods and I will eat them any time of the day.
You're not getting my point, but you're on the opposite end of the spectrum. I get it. I get what you're saying, right? What I'm saying is like, why can't I eat? Why, if I tweet out my breakfast that's a fucking dozen chicken wings and breaded
Oh, I
chicken,
see what okay, so we're on
right?
opposite ends. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Like I like breakfast food. I like bacon and toast and shit like that, and fucking Lucky Charm cereal,
Okay, I'm with
right?
you now.
But like now, for those of you that don't know, for a long time, I tweeted my breakfast every day. And it gained a pretty decent amount of attention because my breakfast every morning was something different. Okay. Could be a dozen wings, could be breaded chicken, could be macaroni and pepperoni, could be sausage,
Couple
could
of
be fucking
whippets.
yeah, Whippets, Galaxy Gas, you know what I'm saying? Um, and everyone's like, Joey C, eat a fucking fruit or eat a fucking normal breakfast like scrambled eggs. I don't know when the fuck last time I ate scrambled eggs was. But what I'm saying is everybody fucking went ape shit because of my food choices. And I'm sick of the fucking slander,
So,
dude.
here's what I think it is. I don't think it's so much about like, oh, it has to be bacon and eggs. I think American breakfast culture is really interesting and really unique because like you look around the rest of the world and like there's parts of the world that still do eggs in different ways or different meats, but like they'll do rice, they'll do noodles, they'll do like things that we would not consider breakfast food.
Right?
I think it was less about like, oh, you're not eating eggs and bacon. It was more about you're eating garbage. Because nobody, if you had posted like a bacon, egg, and cheese, nobody would have had a problem. Or if you had put up like, so what if you would put up like, oh, I skipped breakfast, but I had like a peanut butter sandwich. I'd be like, okay, that's moderately, that's fine. It was the fact that you were eating like, and I mean this in the most respectful way. You ate like a raccoon. You ate like a raccoon that lived too close to a dumpster, like made his home in a Burger King dumpster, and you just ate the scraps of whatever got tossed in the dumpster at the end of the night.
You know, as a bachelor, Alex, okay, I don't discriminate for food, man, right? So, here's the thing, I live a fucking hang loose life, right?
And that's great, and I love that for you. Here's what it is. Let me ask you this direct question, and I think this will when was the last time you had a piece of fruit? See, that's the problem. You had to think
No, no, no,
about it.
hang on,
You had to
let me
think. My
explain.
answer was
I
this morning.
know.
I had a banana today. Hey,
Bullshit!
Caitlin,
Bullshit!
when's the last time you had a piece of fruit? See, she's thinking about it. That's the wrong answer. It was less about like, oh, like I've woken up and had pizza for breakfast, but you don't do that every day. You don't do it every day.
I don't do it every day, I do sometimes I have, chicken and
Fruit
stuff.
Loops do not count. I'm sorry. Fruit Loops. She's yelling at me about Fruit Loops. Fruit Loops do not count.
Great fucking
Technically, they're fruit
cereal.
spins because we got them at Walmart, and
Oh,
we can't have.
I get the Aldi's brand,
Hey,
so I understand.
we can't copyright Fruit Loops. I guess we're a Fruit Spins family.
No, that's fair. I don't know how they're spins because 'cause they're round, but,
Well, yeah, because you kind of if you look at them long enough,
you
you
know,
get dizzy.
that's a fucking story for another day is knockoff brand foods that I quite enjoy, but the last time I ate fruit, Alex, was at Tony from Hack the Movie's house because he fucking went out and bought fruit specifically to fucking force me. Like he didn't even do it for the bit or to take the photo on Twitter. He fucking threw it to me and said, "Joey C, this is what you're eating for breakfast." And I thought to myself, "What the fuck are you trying to do to me?"
So I kicked the shit out of him.
I had like 3 fucking little squares of whatever fucking yellow thing that was. And then I ordered Uber Eats, Wawa, I got
Pineapple?
fucking
Are you trying to describe pineapple?
yeah, it's
Do
the
you
the
not
yellow
remember
ones.
what it's called?
Well, it's I just got them mixed up because there's few different
I
ones.
don't know. It was this weird berry and it was blue. I forget what it was called.
This is called this fucking thing, man. But then I ordered Uber Eats and got a Wawa sandwich, and everything was good.
Wawa is fucking disgusting. Are you out of your mind? My brother went to school in PA for a while and he was like, "Oh yeah, fucking Wawa." And he took me one time and I was like, this is any gas station food ever. This is just
I was in Philly all weekend, right? And literally the only fucking thing I ate was Wawa. For fucking breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Wawa, dude. It was so fucking good.
I had another point about fruit and I forget what it was. So sorry, I got off on the Wawa tangent.
No, it's okay. I'm just saying you can eat anything for breakfast, right? I'm living proof of that, right? You know what I'm saying? Look at my
Here we
muscle.
go. Here we
Okay,
go.
here we go. Very
Welcome
manly.
to the gun show.
Ooh, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like my dad is a bodybuilder, right? And he always
Is he
says,
really?
yeah,
Oh
he
shit.
always says, Joseph. Now he's like this. Joseph, you can eat whatever you want, right? You're gonna go to McDonald's and get a fucking Big Mac, but you gotta work out twice as hard, okay? And I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll do that, right? So I'll spend a couple, 2, 3 hours at the gym, and then I'll go right over to fucking BK and get a goddamn original chicken sandwich, which is what I'm gonna do after this recording. So what are you gonna do? I'm fucking so hungry just thinking about it, dude.
I got to admit, I'm I'm
Yeah.
I'm impressed. As much as I criticize, the garbage that you eat, I am impressed at your general physique. Like I said, I
Ooh,
was a fat kid. I got a long way to go before I you know what I mean? There's still lingering effects of fat kid Alex. So
I- Can we refer, you know how people refer to like before Jesus, it's like BC.
yeah, yeah.
Like we'll just say FE, Fat
Fat
Alex.
Alex. Yeah, it was right
Is
around
that in
it
the
was right
Fat
around
Alex era?
yeah, yeah, right around 2008. It was right around the time of the recession. Maybe that's why I lost the weight is because
The
we could
recession.
afford groceries. You know that idea like if you take a ship what like the if you take a ship and you replace one board at a time until you've replaced every board in the ship, is it the same ship or a new ship?
No, I've never heard it, but that makes sense. I'm
Yeah,
following.
it's just like a philosophical idea about like self-improvement and stuff. I that hasn't applied to me because there's still some stuff lingering from Fat Alex that like I haven't gotten rid of yet. Like it's right here. Okay, this was a Twinkie from 2004. Over here over here was some Nurchie's pizza from 2006. Like
How fucking old were you in 2004?
5, 4 or 5.
I was fucking
I was
10.
born in 99.
I was fucking 10.
Yeah, so, you're like old enough to be my dad. It's chill.
Fuck. God damn it. I'm just saying though, like all bits aside, I work out like fucking crazy. I
You
don't
do.
lift heavy
You
weights,
do.
but like I do like stamina workouts. Dude, I'm at the gym fucking 6 days a week,
Damn.
right? So I got, if I want to eat the way I fucking eat, I got to be in shape.
That's kind of my mentality, but I hate like I don't like working out. I like exercising if I'm like playing basketball or like doing something. Like I hate just like lifting and running. So like I go to the gym like 3 or 4 times a week to try to like same idea, just eat how I want and try to keep it off, but I'm not doing enough. I'll tell you right now, I'm not doing enough. So
See,
like
here's the thing though, is like I have like I don't know why I was fucking cursed with the personality that I was cursed with, right? Because I fucking hate working out so much. But the more I don't want to do something, the more I'm like, oh, you don't want to do it? Well, guess what? Get fucked, Joey. See, you're doing it. And I'm like, I don't want to film that video. Too bad. Or I'm like, oh, I don't want to do leg day. Well, guess what? Fuck you. You're doing leg day. It's like fucking punishing.
just
It's
some
like
weird
self
multiple
punishment.
personality disorder.
It's true. There's Joey C and Joseph, who's just like a little soft guy, ooh, ooh, fucking femboy shit. And then there's the fucking Tasmanian devil side, who's like, I need to do everything. And I'm like, no, please. Maybe it's the Mountain Dew.
Yeah, I honestly, if you quit the Mountain Dew, like both your personalities might meet in the middle somewhere.
You're gonna see me out in public after I quit Mountain Dew, and I'm gonna be like, hey, what's
The
up?
normal SpongeBob. Hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
Like, oh man,
Ew, could you imagine?
Joe's wearing pants, not shorts today. That's weird. Oh man, Joe, huh? Weird. Well,
It's just, never once in my life when I've seen somebody that I haven't seen in a while, never once has they said to me, man, you've really mellowed out. I fucking saw my cousin earlier this week who I haven't seen in fucking 10 years. And the fucking first thing she said to me as I was in the middle of fucking doing a bit when she was walking in, she looks at me and goes, you have never changed. And I thought to myself, that's the most insulting thing I've ever heard in my life.
yeah,
Because if you go back,
she was expecting to have changed. She's like,
yeah,
it's
she
been a
was
long
expecting a
time. Joe's
mature
probably. I
version.
bet you he's got like a nice house and like a charcuterie board, and I bet you he has like a solid colored shower curtain, not a Batman shower curtain.
How do you know it's Batman? How did you know it's Batman?
I had a one.
How did you know that?
Well, the correct answer is I've been to your home. The funny answer is like
Oh, that's right.
I had like a 1 in 3 shot. It was Batman, Tony Hawk. It was Batman, Tony Hawk, or no shower curtain. You just you showering without a shower curtain might be the most disgusting thing a person could do. Like
Oh,
just
I
spraying like
did that for years.
dude, just like spraying like your ricocheted body water all over the place, getting the bathroom floor all wet with your fucking greasy ew, dude. What the fuck? Are you shitting me? That's like shitting. That's like taking a shit like without using the seat down. That's like sitting on the bowl.
On the bowl. My favorite thing is when like I'll have a girl over And for the first time, and she'll walk into my apartment and go, she'll look at the Grimace statue and go, "Wow, this is really
This
interesting."
is
And I'm
something.
like, "Yeah, here's my Grimace statue, my Batman figures, the pile of dirty dishes behind me." You know what I'm
The
saying?
secret Mountain Dew stash.
Yes. Why the fuck is that in your bedroom? I'm like, well, if I need a drink of water in the middle of the night.
God damn, dude. Oh, I just like 3 in the morning, you wake up like that dry mouth, your eyes
Oh,
kind of hurt.
crack open a fucking ice
Ew,
cold
dude.
one.
Oh my
Dude, so
god.
good.
Ew.
So good.
I couldn't
You
imagine.
know what's
No, you want like
fucking sad?
water.
This fucking thermos from yesterday is still filled with Mountain Dew.
How are you alive?
Yeah,
How
there
are
it
you
is.
alive?
Well, it's a strict regimen.
You're like one of those street dogs who like you can see their ribs, but like they're 16 years old and you're like, "I know you haven't had your shots. How are you still alive?"
Meanwhile, I'm eating like fucking 16 hot dogs a day.
Yeah, it's like, oh boy. Yeah. Yeah, maybe
Fucking
that
love
was a
hot
comparison. You
dogs.
don't eat like a raccoon, you eat like a stray dog. You eat like a stray dog in a third world country.
You know what's funny is I wouldn't change it at all. My doctor, the like couple of months ago when I was there for a checkup, because I hadn't gone to the doctor in like fucking 5 or 6 years.
Oh, really?
So yeah, she she had to fucking do a physical because she was like, I want to do a physical before I put you on my regular patient
Before I
list or
put you
whatever.
down.
Yeah, basically. And she's fucking writing on her clipboard. She's like, "So how's your diet?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's good.
That's
It's real
fine.
good."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Well, fucking hopefully she doesn't see my fucking Twitter page."
Have you ever seen that I think you should leave sketch where he's talking to the
Yes.
doctor and he's like, it's like a big bowl of hot dogs and a bread bowl.
Yes.
He's like, so you're eating like 15 hot dogs in a day.
I just fucking watched that. Like, no joke, 3 days ago.
Oh shit, dude.
Oh god, I gotta fix my diet. That actually sounds terribly boring. I won't be doing that.
Yeah,
I'm
never
gonna stick
mind.
with the Mountain Dew
I
and the
gotta
Planet
change my
Fitness.
diet. Never mind. You know
Yeah.
what?
Oh, that's all you do.
Well, Joe, I
Alex,
hope I hope between now and our next recording, you've had at least like a single glass of water. Just try to refresh the system a little bit.
well, my pee is yellow, so that's good,
Wrong
right?
color.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be yellow. Should be red. Mine's mostly red.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll aim for that. Actually,
All right. So what did we come down to? Banning billboards, putting soda back in high school vending machines, and breakfast food doesn't have to be breakfast food.
that's right.
Wow.
Compelling
Wow.
podcast,
Really
Alex.
fascinating intellectual podcast.
Yep.
Well, Joey C, thank you. This has been episode 1. I'm stoked to keep doing the show with you. And if you listened at all, I'm
If
sorry.
not, that's
Sorry.
okay.
Sorry about this. All right, Joe. Thanks, buddy.
Hang loose, baby.